All right, we're back, and Travis with Coach Mike DePasqua of the Lady Bulldogs of Tygarts Valley. Coach, I would ask you to look into your crystal ball for a prediction on this game, but I don't think you're going to get one.
No, and both teams right now are playing hard. They're playing good. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast about how we've been lucky enough to get the close matchups we've had on both the boys and girls tournament. In games like this, 2 years ago when we went to the state tournament, we played St. Mary's in a very early season h.i.t game. I really thought that it brought the team together, even though we got beat. What happened was we were in a process of playing a tournament-style basketball game, and, this is going to help both teams next week as they progress. They only got 2 weeks left in their starting sections.
Right.
So this is going to help both teams. Now they're playing in a close game. They're playing in a meaningful game. So, again, I believe it helps both teams, and we get meaningful basketball, and kids get to play in meaningful games, and they're just not just regular season games.
I like to refer to this as the silly season in high school basketball because it's just between the weather and scheduling, it gets kind of silly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It gets hard at times to get games in. It's hard to keep your kids fresh with practice. So,
all right, here we go. Bulldogs down by a point. Swecker gets it over to McCauley, and we got a whistle. What's the call?
They're calling an offensive foul on a moving screen. And
they're going to call it against McCauley?
They called a moving screen on Jay Stanley, and that was awful. That was awful.
Huh. Interesting.
That was a walk. They called the offensive foul, and they missed the walk.
Oh, well, here we go.
It is what it is.
Sherman
gets the ball down the floor. And, again,
no call underneath
and that was a makeup call.
Yeah.
That was
Nelson,
a makeup call.
Nelson, interesting. All right, here we go. We got to get our mind back in this game. Sometimes the calls just make you stop dead in your tracks. Play out of bounds.
That's unfortunate.
And it went off. I think it went off McCauley's head.
It went off McCauley's head. That was unfortunate. It was good defense. Yeah. Unfortunately, he just happened to be right on the sideline.
Both players going for it right there. Stewart inbounds. And defense being elevated here by the Bulldogs, and Stewart's able to split the defense. Looking for number 11, Duncan.
Just dropped it. Just dropped the pass. Sherman did a real nice job breaking the pass. They just dropped the ball to bounds.
1 point game for the Tide. And if we look out here, we see some tired athletes on both sides. These kids have played hard.
A lot of these kids have played both sides, or most of the game from both teams. Sherman hasn't gone to their bench much. Again, Jay Stanley just got a real nice pass inside there from Caleb Riggleman. We scored on the inside county with the foul. We've talked about how the Bulldogs have been going inside of Dustin Askinson.
Mm-hmm.
They've done the exact same thing when Jay Stanley's been in the ball game too. Sherman just doesn't have an answer for the height from the Bulldogs right now.
And big number 42. Not only does he have about a foot on everybody else, but about 100 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big kid. Like I said, I think he's one of our tight ends in football. I really do.
Well, that's scary. Trying to convert the three-point play. Draws iron, can't get it to fall in there. Nice rebound by Smith. Smith fires down for Duncan. And Duncan's going to retreat back. And look at right there, Swecker's right on him. They get it to number 23, Stewart. Fadeaway jumper, can't get it to go. Look at that nice rebound.
Riggleman with the rebound, real nice.
Coming down the right side.
He got that rebound in traffic.
Yeah, that was tough. There's that lob pass inside to Stanley. Maybe been a little bit too far underneath the net there for that one.
I just shot a little bit too hard, I believe.
Smith.
Nice move by Smith. Real nice move by Smith. Avoid the charge call. Did a real nice job. Sherman takes a 1 point lead.
Again. Swecker with the inbound pass. Gets it over the timeline. Looking for Parks. He's under the net. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Smith.
And he's going to get called for a hustle foul. We got to make those shots. We got to make that shot.
1 point game, and you mentioned something about this court, and when you hear the kids come by this elevated court, you can almost hear like a dead thud in this.
These courts typically have a dead feeling to them,
right.
But,
Look at that nice steal there, nice. Attempted steal. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that was close. 23 comes up with it, Stewart for Sherman.
He tried making a move there. He tried to fake the pass, just missed the ball when he tried to drive back up. Tried to go inside.
5:55 to go in this matchup, which we've had several good games, but this could be matching up. Be one of the best games of the afternoon here.
I think this is a good game. Great game so far. Zickerfoot's got the ball, brings it down the floor, looks over Swecker on the left wing. 3 point, no good.
I thought he had that
The
one.
Bulldogs just stood around on that rebound there. They didn't move for that rebound.
Nelson on the rebound, back on the opposite end. I believe Stewart.
Tyler Stewart with the lay-in. 3-point lead now by Sherman with 5:30 to play here in the game.
Bulldogs with the basketball, and they're slowing things down, but they have to get it over the timeline here. They do. Zickafoos down the court, lays it up, switches hands, and puts it in.
Good move by Ben. Good hesitation. Way to lay it in with his left hand.
Back to a 1-point lead for the Tide. Moving in, number 11, Duncan. Who did he run into? Parks?
He ran into Big J. Stanley right there.
Okay. It was one of the two on that. Back in the opposite end as Riggleman. What's the call? Block foul?
We're going to call a block on that. That was a late whistle, but I really couldn't see it. It might have been a good call.
Riggleman will go to the line to shoot the deuce.
And we're going to get a technical here.
Against?
They're going to call a technical on
Smith?
Corey Smith. He must not have liked the call and was arguing a little bit too much with the official there.
Okay, so with that said, they still owe us 2 on the foul.
Bulldogs are going to force 4 foul shots here.
And possession.
And the possession, and, we got the Bulldogs' best foul shooter going to the foul line.
I was going to say
he's going to get all 4 because he was fouled on the play.
Riggleman's going to get it by virtue of the foul and by virtue of choice of being.
He's the best foul shooter on the team. He's going to shoot all 4.
Okay, first one's up.
And he makes the first one. We got
it.
a tie ball game now. This could be a big swing for the Bulldogs here because he makes all 4 and we get the basketball back.
All right, Riggleman sets all by himself. Oh, and he missed that one.
Sometimes these are the hardest foul shots because there's no one on the lane.
Right. You're all by yourself. Okay, now for these two,
What did he call on the shot?
the Sherman coach, they should be able to. He missed the
third
one
too.
The defensive player should be able to come in here on that on one of the sets, shouldn't he?
Sometimes they don't on this.
Okay.
It's really up in the air.
I think that's what the Sherman coach is wondering there.
He made 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4, so that puts them up by a point, 50-49.
And really, actually, you don't. You leave them off because Tigers Valley is going to get the ball anyway.
Okay, very good. Thanks for that clarification. Sometimes that's kind of an odd play to get a technical at the same time as another foul. I mean, it happens from time to time.
Yeah, usually a technical does happen on a foul, but rarely on a shooting foul like that.
Right. So here we go. The Bulldogs with the ball and a 1-point lead. Now under 5 minutes to go in this one. Zickafoos coming down the right side baseline. He doesn't shoot. He turns around with the fadeaway jumper. Sweet.
He went all the way over to the left-hand corner. Nice move. He dribbled baseline there. Sherman just let him wide open.
Seems like he froze the defense when he came down that baseline, and I think he was a little surprised that he was that open.
I think he was too. Right now, again, Pauly threw it away. Zickafoos right there, right place, right time with the steal. Bulldogs bring it down the floor.
52-49. Zickafoos going to drive in. Dishes off to the big guy. And the ball goes out of bounds. Looks like Riggleman was.
Riggleman got fouled on that, but, Ben's upset right now. He made a great pass inside there to Jay Stanley. Jace wasn't ready for it. Wasn't ready to catch it,
Who'd they call that foul on?
They called that foul on
Low?
I don't recall. I think Low, yeah.
Yeah, 1-0. All right, so Bulldog basketball now 4.5 to go in this game, 52-49. Still a lot of time left, a lot of game left, Mike.
A lot of game right now. Still, Bulldogs are looking, try to get the ball inside. Look, you see Jay Stanley posting up. Good entry pass by Zickafoos. Nice up and under there by Stanley.
Yep.
The Bulldogs are going to take a 5-point lead with 4:10 to play.
Sherman, don't count them out. Here they come down the court. Pauly over to Stewart. Stewart goes in, shoots, misses.
Rebound Zickafoos.
And I'm sure we won't see Mr. Smith the rest of the game, I'm thinking, for Sherman. He's got that technical one. He may come back
in. He'll come back in. We'll just set him down, get him calmed down.
As a matter of fact, right
there he is. Yeah, you set him down, get him calmed down, talk to him.
Right.
You don't pull a kid out of the game like that for the whole game. You just
until he gets a second one.
Yeah.
Then
you've
got a
second
problem.
one, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. The second one, I think he's out.
The second one, you don't have a choice.
He's out for 3 games?
2 games.
Two games. Very good.
Yeah.
We won't worry about that, though.
No, we won't discuss that either.
Right.
We've had to deal with that this year.
Yeah. Rather unpleasant.
They got the ball again. They got the ball back inside. The Bulldogs are going back to what was working all game.
The inside
they're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to call an offensive foul on
Smith,
and he better watch.
I know. He's grinning this time, though. Hopefully he'll keep the smile on his face, but you can also look into the eyes of that young man. He is he just doesn't like the call.
No, he doesn't. And It was questionable. It was questionable.
Hey, he's a competitive player. How else can we put it?
Yep.
Sycophus takes the inbound pass, gets it over the timeline, looking for Riggleman on the right wing, looking to go inside, looking for Parks. Back out to Sycophus. He's going to drive in and get a good look at it, but misses. And a nice rebound there by number 10, Lowe. Back on the opposite end for the Tide. No shot made. Shot made. Rebound by number 10, Lowe, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
I think I heard the PA announcer say that was Corey Smith's 5th foul, so I think he's done for the ball game now.
Oh, okay. All right, that's why
we'll have to double check with your wife. She's got the book, so we might have to look at that. See what kind of foul trouble we got in.
I'll let you make the call on this foul shot while I confirm that.
Okay. Lowe with the first one up and in with 56-50 with 3:11 here to play here in the ball game. Lowe's going to get the second foul shot now. Ball up and good. 5-point ball game with 3:11 to play. Hunter Parks going to take it out of bounds for the Bulldogs.
We did confirm that, sir.
It's his 5th foul.
Yep, he is out.
And
What's
Coach Walmsley's calling a full timeout right now.
3:09 to go in this one. Mike DePasqua, what can we say? 56-51. The Bulldogs have able, with hustle, to get this 5-point lead here, and they need to hold on to it 3:09. But I'm telling you, Sherman, they have no give up in them.
No, Sherman can get back in this game. They've shot the ball well at times from the 3-point line. 2 of those go in. They take the lead. You saw Coach Walmsley just bring Dustin Atkinson to the scores table. He's going back in the ball game. But what got the Bulldogs the lead back was they started going back inside. Jay Stanley's had a heck of a second half here. He hasn't played a whole lot in the second half, but when he has played, he's been efficient and effective.
Between Stanley and Atkinson on the inside, they're virtually unstoppable.
Right, and really Sherman hasn't had an answer for that all game. And once the Bulldogs got settled down and decided to go back inside, they turned the tables a little bit, and the Bulldogs now have a 5-point lead. And before the foul shot there, they had a 7-point lead. So, we're looking here at a good finish here with 3:10 left to play.
Now for Sherman, once again, we have to make note that if they can get back in there and play that tough defense like they did in the first half, then all bets are off here on this one with 3:09 to go.
And they're coming out here. It looks like they're going to stay in that man press that they've been in all game.
And it has been effective for them.
It has, and they played a man press all game. They played man all game. The Bulldogs have switched up between a 2-3 zone and a little bit of man. But right now, Sycophus has it, and Coach Walmsley's yelling clear. Let his junior point guard, a 3-year starter, take control of the basketball.
Sycophus brings it down around midcourt, looking for a little bit of help. Finds Hunter Parks. And Atkinson back on the inside. We've called his number quite a bit. Sycophus, center court.
He needs to switch blocks right now. Ball's on the left-hand side. He needs to get on that left-hand block. It's like the Bulldogs are trying to run a little bit of clock here with a 5-point lead.
Don't blame them one bit. A little stall ball helps.
Nice
pick.
Parks tried to go inside with the lob. They were ready for it that time. And foul. Good defensive play there down on the other end by Riggleman.
And Pauly.
Yeah, Pauly's going to go to the line, but that was good defense by Riggleman. Make him earn at the foul line. Don't let him have the easy layup.
And that was that was a good play there defensively. It wasn't a hard foul, but it was a foul at the appropriate time.
Very smart foul too. Like I said, make him go to the foul line, make him earn it. Don't give him the easy layup.
Adam Pauly, he'll shoot you lights out from underneath like that. First foul shot, good. And we've seen Pauly all afternoon long with those layups. Yeah. Even with a hand in his face.
Yeah. Coach Walmsley brings in his other guard. Jace Cowell comes in for Garrett Swecker. All right, now we got
Pauly with one more.
Pauly with one more shot. Again, 2:30 left to play, and it's now still a four-point ball game now. Rebound by Atkinson. Sycophus is going to bring it down the left-hand side.
He makes that rebound look easy.
Yeah, he does. he like I said, he's improved a ton from the beginning of the season till now.
Inside, and it looks like Riggleman with a heads-up play right there on the deflection.
Riggleman tried forcing the ball inside the deflection. He got his deflection back and then went back and scored. Sherman quickly down the floor.
With a baseball pass over there to number 24. Back to number 3, who puts it in for 3.
Pauly wide open 3. The Bulldogs never got out on it. 3-point ball game with less than 2 to play.
58-55, and look at Sherman putting that defense right there on Sycophus. He's able to get through. He's coming down the court to the foul line, pulls back, looking for Riggleman. Riggleman thought about the 3. They kick it back to Atkinson from the baseline. No good. Put back by, who was that, Parks?
Parks tried with the putback. Sycophus got the rebound on the putback. They're going to pull it back out. Expect Sherman to foul here.
I'm looking forward here. It hasn't happened yet. Inside, Parks takes the shot.
And he's going to be fouled on the shot.
Yeah.
You know, he was standing there wide open, underneath. You know, no one was around him. Again, these are two crucial foul shots there.
Who got him? That's Pauly, and I don't know how many fouls Pauly has on him. That's first one for Pauly.
Again, this is the first time all game 2 we've seen either team in the bonus. This is a shooting foul, though.
17 fouls for Sherman.
First one no good by Parks.
And 5 on the Bulldogs, 58-55.
This foul shot's crucial because it makes it a 2-possession ball game.
I get on my soapbox in these games so many times about foul shots, Coach, and I'm sure you'll back me up on that. You got to make these free throws.
Yeah, you do. He makes the second one, so he does make it a 2-point ball game. You know, and I know Coach Walmsley and I have the similar thought on this. We do both practice them very much during practice.
Put them on the line. Call, is that going to go against Parks?
Yeah, it's going to go against
Parks
on the block. Not bad defense. It was good defense position, but they're going to get him for it.
Pauly was trying to get down the court, and the Bulldogs are just going to try to do everything they can do to shut down Sherman for this last minute 24.
Yeah, right now they're in that 2-2-1 press.
Pauly kicks it down to a wide open number. Who's that, 23? That's Stewart. Did he get the 3?
Got the 3. Sherman's going to give it the call timeout.
A 1-point game.
1-point ball game. This game's it's a great game. We're looking at a great finish with a minute 13.
73 seconds to go in this one, Mike, and like I said, there is absolutely no way to predict the outcome of this one. All we can say is who's going to have what that scoreboard's going to say when there's 3 zeros across that time monitor up there. Man, oh man, what a game!
It's been a good ball game, you know, and both teams have played well. Both teams really have played well. There haven't been a lot of fouls called, you know, for the most part, and there really haven't been a lot of foul called. And both teams have played man-to-man, which is rare because usually when you play a man-to-man defense like this,
contact.
There's a lot of contact involved. But both teams are playing good defense. Both teams are rebounding the wall ball. Both teams are shooting the ball well, and we're set up here for a real good finish.
All right, 73 seconds here. 1-point lead by the Bulldogs.
And we're getting, looks like Peyton City's here for the 4:30 game. I see Coach King down there standing there talking to Coach Greg Christ. Coach Christ is the president of the h.i.t, both the girls and boys.
Yeah, there is a slight chance, Coach, that we may bump these games up a little bit just because of the impending weather, but that hasn't.
You know, if both teams are here and ready, I'm sure they will, as long as the officials are here and both teams are okay with it.
Right, everything's good to going on. All right, here we go. Parks, baseball pass down the court. Oh, dangerous lob pass down there. Who comes up with it?
It's going to stay Bulldog basketball.
And what a strong move. Who was that young man? Was that Nelson out there who went down by the garbage can?
Yeah, he did, and he dove right into it. He's grabbing his head a little bit.
Actually, that was 24. That was Hera.
Good hustle, good hustle.
It was.
Rubbing his head a little bit, but I think he's all right. Officials are checking him out. Great hustle there by that kid.
That's Brandon Hera. Heads up play on that. It'll be Bulldog basketball under their own net. Sycophus.
Missed him. Riggleman came wide open on an inbounds play, and we missed him.
Kyle gets it over to Riggleman. 1 minute to go in this one, Mike.
Yeah, I would walk.
And a travel by the Bulldogs going to turn it over.
He's going to turn it over. You're going to see Coach Walmsley here talk to his kids about not allowing an open shot.
And he just puts his face in his hands and just rubs his head like, oh, man. Restraining himself very well. All right, so here's the defense right there.
Good defense, good defense, good defense.
Kyle comes up with it to Sycophus. 46 seconds to go. 1 point lead for the Bulldogs. We look for Sherman to maybe foul here.
You're going to see him try to force a shot. Probably not foul till about 30 seconds or so left on the clock.
37 seconds, as a matter of fact, as Riggleman on the left side. And we got a whistle and a timeout.
Calling a timeout. And he's going to tell his kids right now with the less than 30 seconds to play, he's going to tell them, start looking, hold the ball. They're going to want to get the ball to Riggleman. Okay, they're going to go to one of Riggleman, Sycophus, and you're going to watch them here. Sherman's going to probably foul. They're probably going to go inbounds here, try to get a quick steal. If they don't get it, foul.
Foul right away within 6 or 7 seconds, and then we'll finish this game on the foul line.
I would say you're probably right. The Bulldogs are probably going to shoot foul shots the rest of the way out. Sherman's going to try to get the ball, and depending on what it is, you know, they haven't gone inside a whole lot. They've shot the ball well from the outside. I'd venture to say you're probably going to see them shoot and set up a three-point shot. just because of the way they shoot it. They go inside. The Atkinson kid's been there. He's been disrupting their shots all day long. But again, anything can happen in a one-point ball game.
And with that, we have to watch out on the Sherman side for Pauly and Hara, who's had a lot of hustle here this afternoon.
I would say you're going to see Pauly, Hara, or Smith take this shot if and when they get the ball back.
If and when, correct. So it'll be Bulldog basketball after the timeout. And timeout situation, it looks like Sherman with 2, and Coach Walmsley has one single timeout. Now, whether that's a 30 or a full, I don't know.
I think it's a full, if I remember correctly.
Okay, very good. All right, inbound pass, Parks to Sikafus, 29 seconds to go. They haven't fouled yet. They're looking for it. Kyle over to Riggleman. They don't want to foul Riggleman if they can help it. He's hot from the foul line. 20 seconds, 19 seconds. Kyle with the ball on the right side.
There's a foul. There's a foul.
There it is. They let a little more clock roll off tonight and they had anticipated. Coach Walmsley is, I don't want to say he's livid, but he's trying to get someone's attention.
I don't think he's real happy with who got fouled.
Yeah. So Kyle will go to the line. And is that the one? He'll shoot the 1-and-1.
He's going 1-on-1.
It's up.
Up and no good.
No good. Rebound 25. And we'll look at that. That's Blake Nelson.
Sherman's going to call timeout here. Expect this to be a full timeout. Full timeout. They're going to set something up with 11.1 to play. And again, we've got a great finish set up here.
Yes, we do. 59-58. Bulldogs with a 1-point lead in this one. 11.1. Mike, actually, these are the kind of situations that that fictional writers come up with. You know, it's like bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, down by 4. You know what I mean? All these sports analogies come in almost to right where we're at right now. The only difference would be if we were tied up. But
you know, and like I said, we talked about. I figured Corey Smith or Adam Pauly is going to take this shot. You know, we'll see what happens.
Right.
You know, but they only need a 2.
Right.
You know, you'd set something up again. You go inside. You got the Atkinson kid who's playing real well inside. He's going to disrupt the shot. He's done a good job of that all day. You know, if you're Coach Walmsley, you're talking to your kids about playing good, solid defense. Okay, don't foul, but play good, solid defense. And in this situation, you know, you don't want to foul and put the kid on the foul line, but you may want to think about fouling just to stop the clock so you have a chance.
11.1 seconds. The Tide from Sherman are on the court first, and they are ready to go. The Bulldogs are now joining them on the court doing the inbounding duties. Blake Nelson. They get it into number 23, Stewart. He rolls down at the top of the key. He's going to drive in and put up the shot. No good. He gets his own rebound.
He steps out of bounds. Steps out of bounds with 2 seconds.
And it'll be Bulldog basketball. We're looking at Stewart, who might have got a little bit of physical contact in there, and I think he's got the bleeding nose.
We're going to bring in
number 11.
He got hit in the head, hit in the face. We're bringing number 11, Caleb Duncan.
Okay.
You're going to see a quick foul right here by Sherman.
Bulldog basketball. Quick inbound pass to Riggleman with 0.3 of a second left.
He makes one this game. Well, 0.3 of a second. They say it takes a human 0.3 of a second to get a shot off. So This game's, for all intents and purposes, over.
59-58. Coach Walmsley is he's telling the guys it's like they're well, I don't know how to describe it. The defenders, he's telling them get in the game. There's still time left. He missed the first shot. And wait a minute, the Sherman coach, they're looking at the clock shouldn't have started, should it?
No, there should be 0.3 of a second. They started the clock too early. The officials are already gone and off the floor. Now we're shaking hands. And
okay, so
it was a hard-fought win by the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, kind of what an interesting game. You know, that's about the best thing we can say. It was an interesting game.
And to Coach Walmsley's credit, he said there should be some time left on the clock.
Yes, he did.
But the officials are already off the floor. They're gone. They're in the locker room. They got the paychecks. They're on the way home.
Okay, so that's the final here, Mike. And once again, for about the 4th or 5th time in this game, we've been rendered close to speechless with a couple calls, and this is the way it ended.
I really, for the most part, we talked about the officiating was questionable at times. For the most part, I thought it was a clean game. So I'm not going to say too much about it, but there's a couple calls that I thought were very questionable. Here, and that's not on the official here at the end of the game. It's the guy that's running the scoreboard. Started the clock too early.
Right.
Again, there's nothing you can do about that.
Put 3 of 10s back on and keep playing.
Yeah,
but,
and really, you didn't see either coach get too upset about it. Coach Walmsley did say something about it.
Right.
Again, it's a miracle if Sherman gets the ball and shoots it.
Right.
So,
but regardless of the fact, that's it.
We're going to get players of the game here. It looks like Corey Smith for Sherman. And that's well deserved. Well deserved.
I'm going to guess Atkinson for the Bulldogs, but it could be Stanley. I don't know.
Yeah, good call on that. Dustin Atkinson played very well. I don't know how many points he had. But he played a great ball game. Played a whale of a game. Did a great job inside. And again, this is a well deserving honor for a kid who has